Hello, this is Redemption Goddess. Welcome back. I don't know how I found this. I don't. I'm too deep in. I'm too far gone, y'all. I have entered a new level of internet rabbit hole. Yes, everything you're reading on the screen, TLC took their camera equipment and their personnel to cover this. And you are really kind of scared to make fun of this man because clearly they're like, I feel like I'm walking on a tightrope and I want to say exactly, I want to have fun and laugh. Also, I want you to read, man kills mom's friend for hitting on imaginary friend. What the And it could be all hee, funny, kiki, la, 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 right? Until you understand that this shit for real happened. These are for real people. And this is the thing. You could take this lesson maybe into life. Because listen, there's some people in life, they are hell-bent on some imaginary shit. Like, what do you do with this? He's a grown man. You cannot. How do you make him go to? Can you make him go and seek help? No, if he doesn't do anything erratic, you can't do shit to him. Nothing. If he doesn't do anything or break the law, you can't stop this man from having a 12-year marriage with his imaginary friend. What do you do in a conversation with him? Now, I want you to break it down even further. Some folks, they may not be this extreme, but they're still living in an imaginary fucking world. And what do you do with that? What type of conversations do you have with a person like that? You just tell them, I want you to talk to this person. If you're close to them, you try to get them help. But ultimately, they don't have to even get help because they haven't. This isn't against the law. It's the same thing you should think about when somebody's sitting up there calling you some shit. Now, true enough, you may genuinely be an asshole. And someone says you're an asshole. They're technically telling the truth, right? Because you are technically an asshole. They're not lying to you. They're not even really being mean to you. They're reacting to you. They don't have any other words for you. They don't have no kind words. I really don't have too many kind words for this. I don't have kind words for TLC going and covering this. No, y'all should have drawn this man to go get him some help. But what do you do? What do you do? This person is like, I don't need any help. I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine. This is my life. I'm living it. You can't stop me from living my life. I'm not breaking any laws. And you have to walk on off of your business. So we're having conversations with people that may be 100 degrees past this or some degree. They're living some weird ass. There's nothing that you could ever say or do ever. Nothing. Because their mind is saying, there's a person here next to me. This is what you're working with, baby. This is what you're working with in the world and jigging. Not, listen, I'm not saying everybody sitting up here have, 12-year marriages with their imaginary friend. I'm not saying that. People say, oh, he doing that for attention, and they gave him the attention. Well, I mean, whatever reason. But there's a message in this. For your safety, you have to hurry up and figure out who's living in an imaginary world. And who's cool with that. Can this person believe some crazy shit? There's a whole bunch of people that are not like Christians and things like this. They like, oh, how could you read this book and now the white man, whatever. When you read Proverbs, though, you read certain books in that Bible. I don't care if you don't believe other parts and whatever, they have other books that weren't even included. If you really sit your behind down and read the morals and principles that apply in that just leak through that book, there's no comparison to that. It's just that you want to not have morals and principles, just keep it real. Don't blame it on the book. But people are delusional, even in whatever religion. They become delusional and crazy. And this man, he was able to garner a platform via TLC. In a sense, to wink and nod like this is some okay shit. No, this is not okay. They should have drawn this man to a mental hospital. But they can't because, freedom. Freedom. As long as you don't break them laws, as long as you don't break laws, right? You're free to be and say and do horrific shit as long as you don't break any laws. That gives you a lot of leeway to be a whole asshole or to be a whole delusional person. The minute you understand that you're talking to someone delusional, begin to cultivate thoughts of keeping yourself safe. Do the things and say the things that keep yourself safe. That is not a battlefield. You can't go on the battlefield with a delusional person. They win by default. The minute you give them that energy and feed the delusion is the minute they win. Whether they think they're married to someone that's not there, or we already know. I could really roast this dude to hell, but I'm not. Because this man needs a team of doctors that all deal in mental health to bring him back to life. And then maybe study him too, to help other folks that live in deep delusions. And then tell you, I went down a rabbit hole just in this screenshot alone. I haven't looked at the video. I haven't looked at this TLC thing. I'm actually ashamed. Wow, can I even think of how I was watching something else. You know how it goes. The rabbit hole, the YouTube rabbit hole. And I Googled it. Oh, I know. Okay, it came to me. It was in a short, a YouTube short. You know, YouTube trying to mimic TikTok or whatever. It was in a YouTube short. So I come out the YouTube short. I went and Googled it. And I'm like, wow, TLC did a whole thing on the guy. And then you see in the middle of this, someone then actually hurt somebody in a delusion. They done really took somebody's life. You didn't hit on my imaginary girlfriend. What? What? And you'll have a whole bunch of people telling you, well, nah, they want to tell you good and evil and all of this and whatever, put colors on it, put genders on it. Clearly he's a man, but no. The lady, Andrea Yates, don't you think that was some delusion? One by one, you take your children's life. Isn't that some type of weird ass delusion? Ooh. I don't have too many more words left. I'm so glad. Look, it's almost the end. Whatever I stretch this out to. I don't want to promote this, so I don't even want to tell you to go watch this. I don't want to tell you to waste your time on this. I wish I could have watched it for you and gave you a summary. But the title gives you a summary. There's a dude out here that he believes he's been married to his imaginary friend for 12 years. You don't even have to watch the shit. And then we see that somebody killed someone because, well, it says man. It does say man here too. Man kills. Okay, cool. Man kills someone because they insulted or whatever, hit on his imaginary friend. Make that make sense? Like, share, subscribe, comment below. What do you think of this rabbit hole YouTube search of mine? Have you ever been down the YouTube rabbit hole? What type of strange shit did you find? Let me know. And as always, thank you so much for listening.